Hi guys, Leah here with Ode to Paper. Thanks for joining me. I am here with my first project for February for the Nicole Jones 911 Designs design team. I am creating a layout of my granddaughters Grace and Peyton. Now I'm taking this sheet of paper. This page kit is from my How to Kill a KAKWS style kit for February, but this paper is very thin, so I'm just going to back it with some white cardstock. So I'll get that done. I already have my photos matted. And you can see on the right those two larger pieces of paper, the pink damask and the other brown one. That's what I used to back my papers, to mat my photos, I should say. And I'm just straightening this out, trimming off some little edges that are sticking out. Apparently there was more than one or two. So I'm a little behind this month. So this is going to go up today. This is the 27th. My second project will go up tomorrow, the 28th. February totally got away from me. I don't know how it happened, but it certainly did. So I have my photos matted, and I'm just going to place them just pretty much like that. That's pretty much exactly where they stay. And I will pull out some embellishments. Now, most of these embellishments I already had together with this page kit. So I have a little baggie there on the left, you'll see, and that's where all of my embellishments usually are with my page kits. I have them numbered. So I number the pages, and then I number the little baggies with the embellishments on them so that I can match them up properly. I'm going to put both photos up on foam, but because they're overlapping, I only put foam on a portion of that other photo. So it's going to look a little bit Frankensteined, but it works. I think I might even have to go back in and trim some of the foam so that it sits properly. So these girls are so much fun. They are a riot. Grace just turned 5 the other day, and Peyton is going to be 3 in So here's, yes, I'm just Frankensteining some foam here just to get everything on. I suppose I could have cut all of this out, but that's okay. And I'm totally going to struggle with this because, you know, I pulled the paper off of it already. So it's getting stuck to my scissors. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to commit to placing these down. I'm just going to glue the one photo on top of the other first so I can make sure that they're sitting the way I want them to. And then I'll place them down all at once together. And I'll get those down. Yeah, I have such a hard time with these voiceovers. Sometimes I feel like I'm not talking enough, but I talk all the time for my day job, so this is, I find that I sit in silence a lot. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm just sitting there, not saying anything, not doing anything, but I'm okay with that. So I've pulled out the embellishments. I've gone through the little baggie of embellishments. I've pulled out some punches. I'm going to punch some things from scraps of paper that I had with this kit. My punches are a tool that I use all the time for extra embellishments. These little gold pieces are vinyl. My sister works with, and it's not like the vinyl that you use in your Cricut, it's actual vinyl that you sew with. So she works with some vinyl, so she gave me a whole bunch of her scraps. So I use them in some of my layouts. I cut them out. I cut them into circles, squares, banners, arrows, whatever works for what I'm working on. So I have one banner down on the bottom in the corner of the photos, and then one up at the top in the corner of the photos. And there's generally only there's basically only 2 clusters in this layout. It just didn't seem like a third was, number 1, not warranted, and number 2, it would have looked out of place because there really wasn't a place to put it. So I have a photo frame, one of the polka dot ones from Nicole Jones. I also have some words with arrows. I have some small viewfinders, some circular labels, and some tabs, and some rectangle labels. So those are such great foundational elements for clusters. I put the photo frame down, and then I clustered the 3 paper flowers on top of it, and I added the ticket that I punched out of the gold and white paper. I put one up in each cluster, I should say. And then I'm just going to start layering. I have the little viewfinders. There's one of the big circular labels, the large 2-inch ones, and it's actually got pink on it. It's hard to see on camera, but it is pink and white. And then I'm going to place that small 1-inch brown viewfinder in there, as well as a heart. I have a label on each, I have a tab on one side with on the left side of the photo, and then on the right hand side I have a pink label, and then I'm also going to, I notice now I only used one of the arrows with words, but that's okay because, no I didn't, I used 2, it's just a different color. So I used a pink one on the bottom of the photo, and then the brown one pointing to the other photo at the top. So I'm going to get all of these down, and then I'm going to look through the embellishments, see what else I like and want to put in. And when I put all those embellishments in a baggie to go with the page kit, it doesn't mean I have to use them all. It just means that that's what I'd like to use. Now, I did not use the buttons at all. I did use the adhesive half pearls. They were a good match. And yeah, and then I pull out some of these foam letters. And now, is that what I'm doing right now? Nope, I'm placing another heart. Okay, so these foam adhesive letters, like there's like all kinds of them in the alphabet, but I couldn't get 2 that were the same color. So I took 1G and put it on the brown label on the left for Grace, because Grace is on the in the left-hand side of the photo. And I took a white P for Peyton and put it on the pink label on the right-hand side, because that's Peyton on the right. And I went through my stickers that I had picked up for Halloween layouts. I picked them up at the dollar store, Dollarama here in Canada. And they had some nice little pink puffy hearts, so I took a couple of those and added them in, because, you know, hearts are always great. I'm going to add my title with some white foam alphas, and I'm trying to think which ones I used. I believe I used the Rockabye from Thickers. They are from 2012, but you know what? You can't go wrong with a good set of white foam thickers. So I tend to pick those up whenever I see them because they're a staple for me. So my title is so much fun, which is actually kind of funny because I just finished another, actually my second Nicole Jones 911 designs is called So Much Fun, which is kind of hilarious. So much fun because they're a blast, these kids. They're busy. Their mom has a ton of patience. I don't know where she finds it all, but she does. So I'm going to get those down, and that's pretty much it. Like the layout itself was pretty quick to put together. The longest thing, I think, was all the fussy cutting that I did. And actually, I didn't have to do a lot of fussy cutting, so that's not right. Probably the longest thing that took me was matting the photos. I had trouble with one of the mats. I had to Frankenstein the pink mat behind the top photo, but you can't really tell, so it's all good. Oh, there's those labels. I hadn't put them in yet. I got ahead of myself. That's okay. So I will put those labels in, the pink one on the right, the brown one on the left, with those letters, the pink G and the white P. There they are. There's a jumble of them. I got them at Dollarama thinking I would use them, but you know what? They're too hard to use. So unless you're going to use them for something like this, I put the G on that brown one on the left. And then I have to find a P. Hopefully it's in a coordinated color. Just so happens it's white. So we're good with that. So while I'm doing that, let's talk about Nicole Jones 911 Designs. She has a digital shop online. I'll have the links down below to all the products I used. If you're going to make a purchase, use the code LEAH10. That's all capitals, Leah, Leah 10, for 10% off your order. And I believe that includes her classes. And she has a new one starting March 1st. Is Scrapathon 7, which I also have to go and purchase because I love doing them. And yeah, use the code LEAH10, all capital letters, and get 10% off your purchase. So there we have it. It is finished. And I will put the cap on my glue because I'm horrible for not putting it back on. Try to remember as soon as I'm done with it now. And yeah, that's everything, guys. So I will see you again tomorrow with my second layout. It looks like I'm putting the stamp on this. This is from January 3rd of this year. Playing around at Papa's house. And I'm going to stamp that, looks like, in my black Ranger archival ink. And call it done. All right, guys, like I said, I'll see you again tomorrow with the second layout. Have a great day. Bye-bye.